For the first episode of this year in hometown history, we are going back to the year of 1770. So, this was a year that was pretty bad in the American colonies, especially in New England. And after the French and Indian War, the English were looking for ways to basically pay for this war because it almost bankrupted them. So they started deciding, you know what? We're not going to pay for this. We're going to make the colonies pay for it because it happened on their land. Well, colonists, of course, weren't uh, happy about it, and it had started with the Stamp Act, which had failed. They were still left with the question of how to raise money in the colonies. So the answer came in a series of acts formulated by the Chancellor of the Estuary, I believe is how you pronounce it, Charles Townshead, 1725 to 1767. The legislation included duties on paint, paper, glass, lead, and the tea imported to the American colonies, as well as the reorganization of customs to cut down smuggling. In addition, another act suspended the New York legislature because it refused to comply with the Quartering Act, which demanded that colonial assemblies provide basic necessities for British soldiers in the territories. On March 5th, a group of dock workers began to harass some British soldiers on a patrol near a customs house in Boston, and a crowd formed. More soldiers arrived and opened fire on the colonists, the majority of whom were unarmed, killing 5 and wounding for a further 6. This episode became known as the Boston Massacre and fueled resentment between Britain and its American colonies. This would ultimately lead to the British Tea Party and a number of other things, which really angered the British Empire, ultimately leading to taxation without representation, the Declaration of Independence, and ultimately the American Revolution started here in this moment. History is out there, my friends.